Hey, hi all. My name is Sauro and again welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, in the last video, we have seen how to create the database and how to create the table in SQL Server. Also, we have seen a little bit about the databases, its types, right, and how structure query language we use in relational databases. In this today's video, we will learn mainly regarding the DDL command, data definition language. The first thing to understand, there are various subsets of SQL commands like DDL, as I told you, DML, TCL, and DCL. And in today's video, we are specifically going to talk about DDL command, data definition language commands. So DDL command are commands which are used to define, manage, and modify the structure of the database or the tables objects in the database which we are using. So, so in this case, we have these all DDL commands: create, alter, drop, truncate, and rename. Okay. So from this, we have seen create and drop in our last video. Today we are going to see how alter works in databases in SQL Server and truncate and rename. Okay, so let's start. Okay, we are going in SQL Server. Now, let's quickly, we will create one table and then we will see how to use alter in our databases, right? So, okay, let's take it as it is, ID as a teacher. Then we will take name, name of an student, right? Which is like, okay. So we have to add any, okay, we will add one more thing that is age, okay, which is again teacher. Yes. This is my table students. Now let's see how the table, we are seeing. Okay. We will quickly insert the values into that. Insert. I will just insert some value. Yeah, ID, name, oh, village name. Okay. Our table is created. Now we will see about the alter. So in the alter is mainly we are using alter for the column operations. Okay, and here you can see we use we can add new column in the table by using alter, or we can modify the name of that column. We can change the data type of that existing table of any column. We can change the name of the column, and we can drop the column from the table. Okay. So first we'll see how to add the column. Okay. Let's suppose this table, right? We have seen that we have students table. I want to add a, uh, let's suppose I want to add the phone number of every student. So in this case, how I can use? So we can use alter in this case, alter table student. Then I have to add column, right? So there is no need to specify column here. We can directly give the column name as a phone. Okay. And you need to, as you have seen in the inserting, right? We need to specify the data type here. So here also we need to specify the data type. So as it is a phone, right? Phone number. So I'm giving data type as a big int. And yes, we have added the column in our data. So if I run this, yeah. So when I running this query, then yes, the phone has been added to our data. Okay. So this is how we can add any column by using the alter in our table. Now let's see how to change the data type, right? How to change the data type of a column. So let's this age is there. So I I have to change this column data type integer to big int. Okay. So for that again alter table student. I will say modify. I think there is no need to, yeah. Now in the students table again we have to do changes in the column, right? Hence I will say alter column age, and here I will specify the data type which I want. So simply the data type which I want is uh, big. And yeah, the data type is changed, right? We can check here in the table. So here in the table you can see the age, right? Is the age data type is big, right? In the left hand side. Now how to drop the column? Okay, this is again simple. So for that, let's suppose I have to drop the uh, this phone, right, which we created, because there is no any phone number we added it. So I need to add, I have to drop that. Okay. So for that, simply we will use drop column 4. Yes, the column is dropped. Okay. If I see the table, then you can check that the phone column is not there in the database. Okay. Now how to rename the column name. Okay. Now understand one thing that for rename, there is separate keyword in other databases. Like there, you can directly rename the table by this particular table command. Yes, the column, to rename the column in our table in MS SQL Server, for that we are using access command there. Okay, rename. Yeah, I think yeah, sp rename we are using, and then uh, we have to mention the table name, and then whatever the column which I want to change, I have to give name as, let's suppose, age underscore. I'm giving name as age underscore. And also I need to mention what I'm changing, right? What I'm renaming. So that is a column. Okay, let's run this. And yes, we have changed our column name. If you see students table, then you can see our age column has been changed. The name is changed. It is age underscore now. Okay. So this is all the commands. I think yeah, one more is remaining. That is truncate. Okay. Now we have seen drop table, right? Drop command. So in the drop command, when we are using drop, then what happens? The table is entirely removed from the database. The table is got entirely vanished from the database. Now when we are using truncate, what is the difference between truncate and drop? We will use truncate. Yeah, so it is again a very simple command like truncate, give the table name as we have students table, right? Students, truncate students, right? But students is table, right? So we have mentioned that truncate table students. Yes. Now what truncate does, right? Truncate. What truncate does? So it vanishes all the rows from the table. Okay, but the table is not removed from the database. It just removed all the rows from the table. Let's see whether the students table is removed or not. Okay, if we see select, here you can see that all the rows right from the table are get deleted. Okay, but but the student table is as it is there. Just the rows are deleted. And what is the difference between drop and truncate then? So the difference is when we are using drop, it will completely remove the table from the database. And when we are using truncate, we will just delete all the rows from the table, but the table will be there in the database. Okay, that is all. Yeah, so this is all about the data definition language commands, right? We have seen uh, four data definition language commands: create, drop, alter, and truncate, right? Create we are using to create any table or databases. Alter we are using to modify the columns in the table. Drop we directly drop database or table. Truncate is used to remove all the rows from the table. Okay, so that's all for for this video. That's all for this video. Let's see. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you.